Complementary Economics, and I continued with the same chapter, which is National Income Accounting. So in the previous classes, I'm just continued with the National Income Accounting chapter, few of the questions, and today's topic, what I'm going to do with, that is expenditure method of measuring GDP. Whenever we calculate GDP, we have three important methods in it. The first one is income method, second one is expenditure method, and the third method is a product method. When we have three important methods, actually this year board exam, one of the question, it recommends for expenditure method only purely. So we're going to talk about in this particular video, I'm going to cover only expenditure method. What is expenditure method? How are we going to calculate GDP through expenditure method? Whenever we're going to calculate GDP through expenditure method, the first of all, we're going to cover only final expenditures. We're going to cover only the final expenditure. That means indirectly I'm trying to say we are not going to cover any of the expenditures which is made it on intermediate goods. The intermediate goods, it can be like any kind of raw material, anything which is used, transformed into, that kind of a goods won't be counted for the national income accounting. So whatever goods I'm spending, so that should be final expenditure. For example now, I'm thinking to produce bread. If I'm producing bread, I'm purchasing wheat to convert wheat into a bread. If I'm converting wheat into a bread, so wheat will be considered as an intermediate good. So intermediate good, on that how much money I'm spending, that won't be considered. The only I'm going to consider finally to produce bread, how much money I'm spending, only that will be considered. So that's why I said we're going to consider only the final expenditure, the money what I have spent on intermediate goods, that won't be considered. So here I is considered as a firm, so that too individual. Right now, before coming with the aggregate, so let me consider the individual. The individual is considered as a firm, an individual firm, how much money they are spending, so that will be recommended by I, small I will be using. The first one, it is CI. Consumption by an individual household, how much, being an individual, how much consumption expenditure I will be doing, that is mentioned through CI. II, which is investment expenditure, being individually, how much investment I am doing, investment expenditure I will be doing, that will be calculated. GI, which is government expenditure and expenditure on investment and consumption, both will be added. At last, you have a export. All the four concepts which we have taken here, C, I, G and X, it is totally individual. So let me talk about C here, consumption. So if you are being a consumer, to satisfy myself and to satisfy my family people here, anybody who is a guest, I need a consumable things. To survive myself, at the same time to survive a family people, any guest who is visiting my home, I need some of the things which I have to spend on. That's called as consumable goods. To spend on that, the goods which I am spending, the money which I'm spending on it, that will be called as consumption expenditure. That's individually I am doing. The second one, investment expenditure. Investment expenditure, in this also I am not going to consider intermediate good, because intermediate good will be transformed and that I am going to shift to somebody else. I am going to be selling that. But here we are going to consider capital goods. Investment expenditure, purely we are going to talk about capital expenditure, capital goods expenditure. Money what we are spending on capital goods, that will be considered here, because capital goods, it remains with the firm. But intermediate good, that will be converted, transformed to the different structure, and that will be transferred to different people. So that's why intermediate good is not considered, but capital goods are going to stay with the producer only. That's why capital goods will be considered by the individual. And government expenditure, even government is going to spend money. They are going to even spend money for two different things here. Consumption and the investment, both will be considered here in the government expenditure. And the last one, you have exports. The goods which you are exporting to other places, even that should be considered. So combiningly, to calculate GDP, what we are going to do aggregate means? Aggregate means here till this point I'm considering the individual production, individual consumption, individual investment. So now national income is not about only individual, we have to consider aggregate, the total, everybody's production, everybody's consumption, everybody's investment. So that is what we are trying to do here, which is aggregate. The sigma, the symbol what you are seeing, that is an aggregate symbol. The aggregate of everybody's consumption, each firm consumption, aggregate of everybody's investment, aggregate of government expenditure, it can be on consumption, it can be on the investment, and total expenditure on exports what we are doing, these all things will be calculated as an aggregate form, the total form. So till here we considered only exports. Not even once we have discussed about the imports. So being a country, every country is going to spend on imports because so many things which is not available, we have a deficit in the country, we have to import it. Whenever you have surplus goods, you're going to export it. Whenever you have a shortage of goods, you're going to import that. That is what we are trying to calculate here. So whenever we're going to imports will be added, it is a basic consumption which I have mentioned here, consumption expenditure, and you're going to import. The consumption goods which you're going to import, that will be called as CM. M is nothing but import. X is export, M is imports. So consumption imports, the goods which is consumable that you're going to import, that we're going to mention C minus CM. So from this you're going to subtract CM. On the other side you have investment expenditure. Even if capital goods are imported, the capital goods which is imported that we're going to mention by IM, which is investment expenditure which is imported. So from the imports, whatever goods we have produced here, we have to subtract the imports. So that's why it is I minus IM. G minus GM, the government imports. The government, they are going to do imports for the consumption, for the sake of investment also. Even that is calculated by GM, which is government imports. So the government expenditure, what we are doing, from that whatever exports we, whatever imports we did, that should be subtracted. Summing this, coming with the summing up, yeah, bringing aggregates. How we are going to bring the aggregates? C plus I plus G sigma X. So before this, so let's go with this. C minus CM plus I minus IM and G minus GM. And exports, which we have it here, so we have taken the same way. And the next, C plus I plus G, we kept it one side with exports. All the imports things what we have taken to the left side, sorry, to the right side. By giving one of the symbol, it is totally, it's a minus. You have to subtract it. So we have taken the summing of minus, in the inside we have taken plus, because all the imports should be added. Finally, it should be subtracted with this. So next step, C plus I plus G plus X, which is aggregate, minus. These are imports only. So instead of putting like CM, which is consumption imports, investment imports and government imports, in short we can keep it as M, which is the total imports what we are doing to the country. Finally, with the help of GDP, the expenditure method, you can calculate that by bringing one big formula to calculate the GDP. GDP is equal to C plus I plus G plus X minus M. So yes, when we are going to calculate GDP, we will not say that expenditure method is the most important one, but especially in India, we go with all the three methods, income method, product method and the expenditure method. Just because of this particular topic you have for the 6 months, so especially I have given importance to this. So I hope you will like the video. So thank you so much. I'll meet you guys with the next